You know, as the years go by, we gain something more valuable than money. Not fame, not things, but something far more powerful: experience, perspective, clarity. And with that clarity often comes a quiet voice. Not a shout, just a whisper. I wish I had done this sooner. Maybe it's the trip we never took, the words we never said, the dream we tucked away for someday. And now we're wondering if someday has passed us by. But here's the truth, my friend. If you're still breathing, you're still becoming. There's no deadline on growth, no expiration date on joy, connection, or purpose. So whether you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or just thinking ahead, this video is for you. We're going to walk through 7 simple but powerful things many people regret not doing sooner. And more importantly, why now is the perfect time to start. Let's dive in together. 1. Told your story. You've lived through things no textbook ever covered. Wars and weddings, heartache and healing, raising families, building homes, chasing dreams, and sometimes just surviving. Your life is a living library filled with wisdom that only time can write. But let me ask you, have you ever told that story? Not just the big milestones, I mean the quiet moments, the turning points, the lessons no one saw but changed everything for you. Have you told your children what your first job taught you? Have your grandkids ever heard the story of how you met their grandma, or how you handled failure, or what made you the person you are? Too often we assume they don't want to know, but you'd be surprised. One day someone you love will want to hear your voice again. They'll wish they could ask you just one more question. So give them that gift while you still can. Write it down, record it on your phone, start a journal, or just sit with someone you love and start talking. Because your story isn't just yours, it's a piece of your family's history, a seed of strength for the next generation. And if this speaks to your heart, give this video a like. It tells the algorithm this kind of message matters. 2. Took better care of your health. This one touches a nerve, doesn't it? We all wish we'd started sooner, moving our bodies, eating better, saying no to that extra slice of cake or that second cigarette. But listen, it's not about guilt, it's about today. Even small steps make a big difference. Take a short walk every morning, especially if there's a little sun and fresh air. Do light stretches. Stand up more often. Dance a little while you clean. It all counts. Start drinking more water. Add more greens to your plate. Cut back on sugar just a little at a time. And don't forget, laugh more, breathe deeper, rest well. The body may be aging, but your energy, your spirit, your will to live fully, that can still thrive. Your health is your foundation, and it's never too late to protect it, one loving step at a time. 3. Spent more time with loved ones. When all is said and done, we rarely regret the things we did. It's the moments we missed that linger, the dinners we rushed through without looking up from our plates, the birthdays we said, next year I'll make it, the phone calls we put off because we thought we had more time. But time, well, she's a quiet thief. She doesn't steal in loud crashes. She just slips away. And the truth is, time spent with the people we love is the most precious thing we'll ever have. Not the money, not the titles, just the small, ordinary moments that become extraordinary in hindsight. So call your kids, even if it's just to say, I was thinking about you. Visit that old friend who still laughs like you're both 18. Sit beside your spouse and turn the TV off. Really see them. Ask how someone's day went and then give them the gift of your full attention. Even a simple conversation over coffee can become a memory that warms the soul years later. Don't wait for the perfect time. It may never come. Love doesn't need a reason. It just needs a moment and a little courage. Drop a comment below. Who's one person you'd love to reconnect with this week? Let's remind each other how healing a phone call, a visit, or a hug can truly be. 4, let go of grudges. Some people carry bitterness for decades, and it's not because they're weak, it's because the pain was real. But here's what I've learned. Holding on to pain doesn't protect us, it poisons us. It drains out peace. It keeps joy at a distance. Forgiveness isn't saying what they did was okay. It's saying, I refuse to let it define me anymore. Letting go of that burden doesn't make you smaller. It makes you free. And no, it doesn't always happen in one day. But each time you release a little bit of that weight, you feel lighter, more yourself, more alive. Have you ever forgiven someone who never apologized? If so, share your story in the comments. You never know who it might help. 5, learn something new. Here's a little secret. Your brain doesn't stop growing just because you get older. In fact, scientists now know it can keep growing if you keep feeding it. The people who stay mentally sharp well into their 70s, 80s, even 90s, they have one thing in common: they never stop being curious. So go on, learn to paint, even if your first attempt looks like a spilled smoothie. Try the piano, not to impress anyone, just to enjoy the sound of your fingers making music. Watch videos on how to garden better. Fix that old chair in the shed, or bake that perfect loaf of bread. There's no shame in starting small. In fact, that's where all the magic begins. We live in a time when you can learn anything, literally anything, without leaving your house. YouTube is a treasure chest. Online courses, free apps, even podcasts. They're like libraries in your pocket. Try Duolingo and learn a new language. You might not be fluent next week, but imagine the joy of understanding a few words of French, Spanish, or Japanese. Even 5 minutes a day is a win. It tells your brain, we're still in this game. Because this isn't about becoming an expert or earning a certificate. It's about keeping your mind alive, your spirit open, and proving to yourself that growth isn't a phase, it's a lifelong habit. And the best part, when you learn something new, you gain more than knowledge. You gain confidence, energy, a spark. Curiosity isn't just for the young. It's how the wise keep getting wiser. It's how you remind yourself and the world that your story is still being written. 6, traveled somewhere special. They say the world is a book, and those who never travel read only one page. Now, that doesn't mean you have to fly across the globe. Sometimes the place that matters most is the little town you grew up in, or the beach you always talked about visiting, or that mountain your grandkids keep telling you about. Travel isn't always about how far you go, it's about how fully you experience it. Try something new, take a weekend trip, see something beautiful, eat something you've never tried, take photos, laugh out loud, get lost a little. You don't have to be wealthy to make memories. You just have to be willing to go. Your soul remembers moments like these. Don't put them off any longer. 7, started a passion project. You know that thing you always said you'd do? That little idea that used to light you up inside? Maybe it was writing a book, or growing a garden, or building a birdhouse. Maybe it was mentoring younger folks, or teaching your grandkids how to fish, or finally learning the guitar. Whatever it was, don't let it die in the maybe someday drawer. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Passion gives life color. Purpose gives life direction. And even small projects can give your days new meaning. So pick something, anything, and take the first step today. You'll be amazed at how alive you feel when you create something just for you. Even if it's small, start today. That spark you've been missing, you might find it right there. You see, the second half of life isn't about slowing down. It's about deepening, about choosing what really matters and letting go of what doesn't. We don't always get a second chance at youth, but we do get another shot at joy, purpose, connection, and peace. And the truth is, it's not too late. Not too late to learn. Not too late to love. Not too late to heal. Not too late to become everything you still have the potential to be. You don't need to do it all overnight. Just take one small step toward the life your younger self would be proud of, and your older self will be grateful for. If you do even one of these 7 things, you'll look back someday and smile, not with regret, but with pride, because you'll know you didn't give up. You didn't fade out quietly. You kept growing, kept giving, and kept living with your heart wide open. So, which of these 7 spoke to you the most today? Drop a comment below. I'd love to read it. And I promise, someone else out there will relate to your story too. If this video moved you, helped you reflect, or gave you hope, please give it a like. And if you want more heartfelt content like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is Timeless Mind reminding you, no matter how many candles are on your cake, you're still becoming. You still matter. And your best days might just be waiting around the corner. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.